Imagine this: one day, you find a secret room that can fulfill any desire you want within seconds. But you can't take anything outside of that house. Meet Matt and Kate, the unstoppable duo taking on life in upstate New York. They're young, they're in love, and they're ready to tackle the challenges of their new home head-on. But their cozy nest needs a bit of TLC, so they roll up their sleeves and get to work. As they're getting settled in, Kate stumbles upon an unexpected guest, a bird chilling in a cabinet. She heads outside to give it a proper send-off, but when she looks back, the bird's disappeared. Strange, right? Meanwhile, as they clear out some old belongings, Matt notices an oddity in the wall. With curiosity piqued, he peels back the wallpaper to investigate further. Lo and behold, there's a sizable door with an unusual keyhole staring back at him. Determined to uncover its secrets, Matt sifts through the pile of old stuff until he finds the key. Excitedly, he calls out to Kate to share his discovery. Together, they unlock the mysterious door, and as they do, the lights in the hallway start flickering erratically. Sensing something amiss, Matt promptly calls the power company to report the issue. Meanwhile, Kate's intuition kicks in, sensing an unusual energy emanating from the room. The next day, a tech guy from the power company swings by to check out the electrical weirdness. He's totally shocked to find the basement wires all ancient and tangled up like a spaghetti mess. When Matt asks if it's fixable, the guy's like, "Man, I've never seen anything like this." Before he jets, he hits them with a bombshell. The old owners got off right in this house. Matt's mind is blown, and he dives into some serious detective work. Digging through old news articles, Matt uncovers the names of the victims, Paul and Madeline Schieffer, and learns that the perp, John Doe, is still on the loose. Feeling like Sherlock Holmes, Matt sketches out John Doe's mug and takes a breather in the mysterious room. As he polishes off a bottle of booze, he starts wondering if there's more to this room than meets the eye. Magically, another bottle magically appears, and Matt's mind is officially blown. Meanwhile, Kate wakes up to flickering lights in the living room and finds Matt knee-deep in excitement in the room. It's like lottery, with new stuff everywhere. Matt shows off an authentic Van Gogh painting, explaining that the room grants wishes. Kate thinks it's a prank at first, but when Matt conjures up $1,000, she's shocked. Still skeptical, she asks for $1 million, and just like that, they're rolling in dough. But Kate's not feeling it. She's spooked and heads out. Matt convinces her to lighten up and have some fun with their newfound powers. The couple spends the entire day indulging in wish after wish. Clothes, champagne, art, and money all at their fingertips. Matt and Kate are on cloud 9 as they revel in their newfound wealth, drowning themselves in luxury. But as the night wears on, Kate can't help but wonder how the room manages to grant their wishes. Matt brushes off her concerns, telling her not to sweat the details. In the days that follow, their fun knows no bounds. Every wish they make is followed by flickering lights and a rumble from the power source in the basement. They celebrate their overnight riches with lavish parties inside the room, surrounded by drinks and gifts. But soon, the thrill begins to fade. Kate wakes up feeling empty, realizing that material possessions can't fill the void inside her. Concerned, Matt surprises her with a crib, suggesting they try for a baby. But Kate's reaction isn't what he expected. She's upset, having suffered 2 miscarriages already. She storms out, leaving Matt bewildered. Later, Kate returns and impulsively wishes for a child in the room. When Matt finds out, he's furious that she didn't consult him first. They argue heatedly, Kate defending her actions as a shortcut to motherhood, free from the pain of miscarriage and childbirth. Matt vehemently opposes the idea, urging Kate to wish the baby away. But when they enter the room, Kate can't bring herself to do it. Tearfully, she hands the baby to Matt, but he can't go through with it either. In the end, they decide to keep the baby, becoming parents overnight. Despite their initial fears and disagreements, they choose to embrace this unexpected turn of events, united in their love for their new child. Seated at his desk, Matt's eyes lock onto his unfinished sketch of John Doe, reigniting his curiosity about the old tragedy. Scouring through online archives, he uncovers a bombshell. The main suspect in the case is still alive, locked up in a psychiatric hospital. In a chilling interview snippet he digs up, John Doe claims the room pushed him to commit the crime. Determined to get to the bottom of things, Matt hits the road to meet John face to face. When he arrives at the psychiatric ward, a nurse drops a heavy truth bomb. John hasn't had a visitor in 45 years, except for media folks. Unfazed, Matt decides to add himself to that short list. Finally meeting John in person, Matt dives into the questions about the house, especially the room. John's creepy grin sets off alarm bells as he drops hints about some big revelation he's been waiting to spill. When Matt pushes about the murders, John's answer is cold and simple. He did what he had to. brushing off more questions. John urges Matt to leave the house pronto, warning of dangers ahead. Before Matt heads out, John leaves him with a haunting thought. The only thing scarier than someone who can't get what they want is someone who gets whatever they want. On his way back, Matt stops at a gas station, only to watch his cash turn to dust. Freaked out, he rushes home and tosses the rest of his money in the room to see if it meets the same fate. Then, he tries moving the Van Gogh painting, proving his theory that stuff taken out of the room turns to dust. Fueled by frustration, Matt takes a sledgehammer to the walls, hoping to uncover the room's secrets. But all he finds is a maze of wires. However, his persistence pays off when he uncovers a hidden map behind some torn wallpaper, a guide to the labyrinth of wires throughout the house. In the midst of their daily routines, Kate decides it's high time to introduce the baby to the great outdoors, eager to let the little one feel the warmth of the sun on their skin. But Matt, ever vigilant, intervenes swiftly, sensing an unseen danger lurking just beyond their doorstep. Though he doesn't fully explain his apprehension, his urgency is palpable as he urges caution. Moments later, the baby's cries pierce the air, its distress echoing through the house. Reacting instinctively, Matt rushes to their aid, his heart pounding with a mix of fear and determination to protect his family from whatever threat may be lurking outside. Once they step into the open air, the baby undergoes a remarkable transformation, aging rapidly before their astonished eyes into a young child in the blink of an eye. Shocked and bewildered, Matt and Kate hastily retreat back into the safety of their home, where they are met with the surreal sight of the fully grown boy standing before them. Later that day, Matt feels compelled to reveal the unsettling truth about the room's mysterious powers. It has the ability to grant any wish, but at a grave cost. Nothing that enters its domain can leave unscathed. Everything taken outside ages and disintegrates at an alarming rate. Kate struggles to come to terms with this revelation, refusing to accept that their son, whom she has grown so fond of and lovingly named Shane, is subject to such limitations. In the days that follow, Kate takes it upon herself to homeschool Shane, determined to shield him from the perceived dangers of the outside world. But as Shane grows increasingly restless, his yearning for freedom intensifies, culminating in a heated outburst during one of their lessons. His frustration serves as a poignant reminder of the confined life he's known, trapped within the walls of their home, longing for a taste of the world beyond. In the following days, Kate's guard is up as she receives a package, making sure to lock the door diligently every time she steps in or out. Passing the package over to Matt, who eagerly opens it to reveal a sleek, new firearm he had ordered. But amidst their excitement, Kate forgets to lock the front door, leaving it vulnerable to intrusions. Lost in the melodies of the piano, Kate remains oblivious as Shane, seizing an opportunity, stealthily makes his way to the open door. Intrigued by the world beyond their threshold, Shane ventures outside, drawn by the allure of freedom and fresh air. It's only when Kate notices his absence that she springs into action, rushing to retrieve her adventurous son before any harm befalls him. With a sense of relief, she holds Shane close, vowing to prevent any future escapes by fortifying every window with sturdy barriers. That evening, Kate is jolted awake by Shane's presence beside her bed, his innocent plea to sleep by her side tugging at her heartstrings. Expressing his desire to stay with her forever, Shane's words echo with a sense of longing, leaving Kate grappling with a mixture of emotions. Meanwhile, Matt throws himself into mastering his newly acquired firearm, spending countless hours at the shooting range perfecting his aim. Upon returning home, he is taken aback to find Shane innocently playing with a snow globe in his art studio. Reacting with a mix of surprise and irritation, Matt briskly orders Shane to leave, causing the boy to drop the fragile globe in his haste. Despite Kate's attempts to bridge the gap between father and son, Matt remains distant and aloof, struggling to connect with Shane on a deeper level. As tensions simmer between the couple, Kate confronts Matt about his aloofness towards Shane, sparking a heated exchange about their differing approaches to parenthood and the challenges of blending their family dynamic. As night falls, Shane, driven by curiosity, embarks on a solo adventure through the house. He stumbles upon a cryptic map, leading him down to the basement where a tangle of wires surrounds a mysterious power source. Undeterred, Shane presses on, drawn by an inexplicable pull towards the room. While Shane explores, Matt and Kate remain blissfully unaware, deep in slumber. But when Matt wakes to find a new snow globe beside him, alongside the shattered remnants of its predecessor, he's instantly on high alert. Hastily waking Kate, they investigate the flickering lights, sensing an unsettling presence within their home. Entering the room, they're met with a breathtaking sight. Shane has transformed the once empty space into a lush outdoor paradise, complete with towering trees and a blanket of snow. Kate's eyes widen with wonder as she joins her son in his imaginative play, captivated by the world he's conjured. However, Matt's concern mounts into frustration as he forcibly brings Shane back inside, fearing the unknown dangers beyond the room's threshold. Their disagreement sparks a heated debate about Shane's access, with Matt urging caution while Kate champions her son's freedom. Amidst the tension, the shrill ring of the phone pierces the air, drawing their attention. Against the rules, Shane answers, leading to a startling revelation. John's voice echoes through the line, delivering a chilling ultimatum. The couple's wish for a child has come with a grave cost, forcing Matt to confront an impossible choice: sacrifice Shane to save Kate, or sacrifice Kate to save Shane. As Kate listens in from the kitchen, her heart sinks at the stark reality confronting them. With their family teetering on the edge of an unfathomable decision, the weight of their choices hangs heavy in the air, threatening to unravel the very fabric of their lives. After catching wind of the conversation, Kate flees the house, leaving Matt frantic with worry. In a desperate bid to escape her turmoil, she jumps into the car, but her resolve crumbles, and she can't bring herself to drive away. Alone with Shane, Matt's anxiety skyrockets, leading to a frenzy of actions, including trashing his studio in a fit of desperation. Trying to maintain some semblance of normalcy, Matt cooks dinner for Shane, but the boy's relentless questions only serve to fuel his frustration. In a moment of anger, Matt blurts out that Shane isn't a real boy and doesn't have parents, shocking and upsetting the child. As Matt tries to physically remove Shane from the house, the boy flees to his room in fear. Confronted with the consequences of his outburst, Matt realizes the gravity of his mistake and offers a heartfelt apology to Shane. Finding solace in each other's presence, they end up falling asleep side by side. Meanwhile, Kate returns home, still grappling with her emotions, but finding solace in the sight of Matt and Shane together. Later that night, as the couple shares an intimate moment, Shane silently observes, waiting for them to fall asleep before making his move. The next day, Matt and Kate are shocked to find Shane missing, having ventured outside after the front door was left open. To their horror, they discover that Shane has aged overnight, his youthful mind trapped in the body of a grown man. Holding them at gunpoint, Shane's distress escalates into a violent confrontation with Matt. In the chaos, Kate is knocked to the ground, losing consciousness. When she comes to, Matt delivers the devastating news: Shane has been accidentally shot and killed. Overwhelmed with grief, Kate breaks down in tears, unable to comprehend the loss of their son. Matt offers her comfort and support as they grapple with the profound tragedy that has shattered their family. Back in the room where the chaos erupted, Matt slowly comes to, his head pounding with confusion. He scans the dimly lit space, his heart racing as he searches for any sign of Kate. Panic grips him when he notices the flickering lights, convinced that both Kate and Shane, now pretending to be him, are still inside. Meanwhile, Kate remains oblivious to Shane's deception, her attention elsewhere until a subtle clue triggers her realization. Determined to rescue his wife from Shane's clutches, Matt summons every ounce of strength, pushing past obstacles and tearing through walls to reach the room. But what he finds is beyond belief. The once empty space has transformed into a sprawling forest, a twisted creation of Shane's. Undeterred, Matt charges through the dense foliage, fear and determination mingling in his veins. Finally reaching the replica of their home, he bursts inside just in time to disrupt Shane's sinister plans. Amidst the chaos, Kate seizes the chance to escape, her mind racing as she navigates the maze of identical hallways. Confronted by two identical figures, she struggles to discern reality from deception. With a gut feeling guiding her, she makes a split-second decision, her voice echoing through the halls as she calls out Shane's name. At the sound of his name, Shane's facade crumbles, his true form revealed as he tumbles to the ground, defeated at last. As Matt and Kate remain trapped in the room, Shane's wishes imprisoning them in an endless loop, they realize escape seems impossible. Despite their best efforts, every attempt to break free leads them right back to where they started. Frustration mounts, but Matt refuses to give up. Facing Shane at the door, Matt makes a split-second decision to distract him, sacrificing himself so Kate can make a run for it. The act of selflessness costs Matt his life, leaving Kate devastated and alone with their tormentor. But as Shane advances towards her, Kate's survival instincts kick in, and she devises a plan of her own. With Shane's attention diverted, Kate makes a break for freedom, racing through the forest of the room as Shane's enraged shouts echo behind her. The chase is intense, each step fraught with danger as Kate dodges obstacles and leaps over fallen branches. Back in the real world, Matt's body lies motionless as Shane's aggression turns towards him. In a desperate struggle, Matt manages to overpower Shane and sends them both hurtling outside. But the victory is short-lived as Shane attempts to claw his way back to the safety of the room. With steely determination, Kate slams the door shut, sealing Shane's fate. As he ages rapidly before her eyes, Kate grapples with conflicting emotions, mourning the troubled boy who once sought solace in her arms. As the dust settles, Matt and Kate find solace in each other's embrace, their bond stronger than ever after facing unimaginable horrors together. But their ordeal is far from over as Kate's discovery of her pregnancy sends shockwaves through their fragile peace. Haunted by the flickering lamp and the lingering doubts it casts on their reality, Matt and Kate brace themselves for the uncertain future, unsure if they've truly escaped the room or if their nightmare is only just beginning. And that's where this video ends. Watch the next one and take care.